Let's talk about something nobody likes to bring up at the dinner table, but almost everyone deals with after 60. Constipation. That uncomfortable, sluggish, backed up feeling that becomes far more common as we age. If it's been bothering you, please know two things. You are in very large company. This is one of the most common complaints among older adults. And it is not something you simply have to live with. Because once you understand why it happens, there's a great deal you can do. Most people feel a little embarrassed about this and suffer in silence, maybe reaching for the same old remedy without ever asking why it's happening in the first place. But constipation after 60 has clear, understandable causes, and the real solutions are often simpler and gentler than people expect. We went through the research on digestion and aging, and today I'm going to walk you through why constipation gets worse after 60, the causes most people overlook, and the practical, doable steps that actually help. No embarrassment, just useful information. So stay with me to the end, because I'll share one simple daily habit built around your body's natural rhythm that can make a real difference, and almost nobody takes advantage of it. First, a quick picture. Think of your lower digestive tract as a conveyor belt that moves waste along and out. That belt is powered by muscle contractions. It works best when there's enough fiber and fluid to keep things soft and bulky, and it runs on a daily rhythm. Constipation happens when the belt slows down, when the load gets too dry and hard, or when the muscles and reflexes that should push things along aren't doing their job. After 60, several things conspire to gum up that belt. Let's go through them. Quick favor before we go on. I know it's not a glamorous topic, but if you find this helpful, tap that like button. It helps these honest videos reach more adults over 60. And as you watch, think about which of these causes might apply to you. All right, let's get into it. The first cause is simply that the belt slows with age. We'll call it the lazy conveyor. The muscle contractions that move waste through your colon naturally become slower and weaker as we get older. In plain terms, the conveyor belt runs more slowly, so waste sits longer. And the longer it sits, the more water gets pulled out of it, leaving it harder and drier. This is the natural background that makes everything else more likely. The second cause is about what you're putting on the belt. We'll call it the missing fiber and fluid. Fiber is what gives stool its bulk and softness, and fluid is what keeps it moving easily. Many older adults simply don't get enough of either. Appetites shrink, diets narrow, and the fading sense of thirst means less water. In plain terms, too little fiber and water leaves the load dry, hard, and hard to move. This is one of the most common and most fixable causes of all. The third cause is about movement, or the lack of it. We'll call it the still body. Physical activity helps stimulate the natural movement of your intestines. So when we become more sedentary, sitting more and moving less, digestion slows down right along with us. In plain terms, a body that doesn't move much tends to have a gut that doesn't move much either. Getting up and walking is medicine for digestion. Stay with me, because the fourth cause is the one most people never suspect, and it's a big one. We'll call it the medication culprit. A large number of common medications taken after 60 list constipation as a side effect. Certain pain relievers, some blood pressure medicines, iron supplements, and many others. In plain terms, one of the most common causes of constipation is sitting right in the medicine cabinet. This is so important because people often blame themselves when the real cause is a necessary medication. Never stop a medication on your own, but absolutely mention persistent constipation to your doctor because there are often ways to manage it. And the fifth cause is about habit and your body's reflexes. We'll call it the ignored signal. When you feel the urge to go, your body is giving you a window. And if you routinely ignore it because you're busy or away from home, that signal can fade over time, and the rhythm gets disrupted. In plain terms, repeatedly ignoring the urge teaches your body to stop sending it. Honoring that natural signal is more powerful than people realize, which brings us to the habit I promised. So let's bring it together. Constipation gets worse after 60 because the conveyor slows. Fiber and fluid run short, movement decreases, medications interfere, and the natural urge gets ignored. 5 causes, and look how many you can actually address. Here's what helps, gently and effectively. Increase your fiber gradually from whole foods like vegetables, fruits, beans, whole grains, and a few prunes, which are a wonderful natural helper. And increase it slowly to avoid gas and bloating. Drink enough water through the day, because fiber without fluid can actually make things worse. Keep moving. Even a daily walk genuinely helps. And review your medications with your doctor if constipation is persistent. Please be cautious about relying on stimulant laxatives day after day without medical guidance, because the gentler approaches are usually better for the long run. Now, here's that simple daily habit I promised, and it works with your body's natural rhythm. Your digestive system has a built-in reflex that's strongest in the morning and after meals. Your gut naturally gets more active when you eat, especially after breakfast. So try this. After breakfast, give yourself a calm, unhurried few minutes to visit the bathroom, whether you feel a strong urge or not, letting your body's natural morning rhythm do its work. Many people find that simply honoring that window consistently retrains their system beautifully. It costs nothing, and almost nobody takes advantage of it. One important note: if you have a sudden, persistent change in your bowel habits, blood in your stool, unexplained weight loss, or constipation alternating with diarrhea, please see your doctor promptly, rather than just treating it at home, because those deserve a proper look. Now I want to hear from you. Tell me in the comments what's helped you most with this over the years. More water, more fiber, more walking? Be honest, because your tip might genuinely help someone else reading who's struggling. We read every comment here at Build After 50, and your wisdom often becomes part of our next videos. And before you go, if this helped, the next video you should watch is right here. It explains why that heartburn after 60 might not be what you think. It pairs perfectly with today's digestive theme. If you're new here, Build After 50 publishes research-based health videos every week, made specifically for adults over 50 who want to stay healthy, comfortable, and independent. Hit subscribe and turn on the bell so the next one finds you. One important note before we close. Everything we share here at Build After 50 is for educational purposes only. It's grounded in research, but it is not a substitute for personalized medical advice. Constipation can have many causes, and only a doctor who evaluates you can tell you what's behind yours, including any medication adjustments. So please bring persistent concerns to them. They know your situation better than any video ever could. Here's the thought I'll leave you with. The most ordinary parts of taking care of yourself are often the most important. Tend to the basics: fiber, water, movement, rhythm, and your body rewards you with comfort and ease. Every day you take care of yourself is a day you protect your future. This is Build After 50. Keep building.